Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shifty's 49ers Talk. It's your boy Shifty. This one's going out to Niner fans near, far, NFL fans, sports fans. You are all welcome here. Tonight we are talking about the Week 16 loss to the Tennessee Titans. Plus we're looking forward to the Week 17 matchup at home against the Houston Texans. First off, I do want to say and mention the fact that John Madden, the face of NFL football over the last 30, 40 years, unfortunately has passed away tonight. What a man. He's meant so much to the game of football. He's been the face of the sport, and he's helped expand the sport's popularity across the world. So prayers up to him, his family, and close friends, and he will not be forgotten anytime soon. Now, let's bring the focus back into the video here. So, when we look at the 49ers, that game against the Tennessee Titans, the Niners offense was very hit or miss. Hitting first drive of the game, last drive of the game. Everything beyond that was garbage. Jimmy Garoppolo, couple of picks, very, very bad interceptions. That first interception, looking for George Kittle in the end zone. But the defender, Janoris Jenkins, Jackrabbit Jenkins, was all over him. I don't know what the throw was. Later on, after Jimmy Garoppolo apparently had gotten hurt, threw a really bad pass, looking for Deebo Samuel, crossing right over the middle of the field, way overthrew him, easy interception, and Tennessee was able to make, the necessary adjustments. They were able to take advantage of the turnovers, and they ultimately were very much deserving winners of that game. The 49ers in the first half of that game absolutely dominated. It was 10-0 at halftime. It really should have been 17 or 20-0, but Jimmy Garoppolo had other plans. So overall, the defense in that game played pretty darn well, except for in the second half. On third down, especially third and long, they just went back to their old ways. They gave up third and longs consistently, which really allowed Tennessee to get back into the game. But I do have to put the majority of the blame on Garoppolo. Those two interceptions were really, really bad. And the Niners offense for the second, third, most of the fourth quarter was bad. So Garoppolo has to take a fair chunk of the blame there. The defense against the Tennessee Titans they never really looked like they were going to threaten to turn the ball over. They played really well on first down, really well on second down, but I just never felt like there was going to be an interception or even like a fumble or something. So good play by Tennessee. They deserve to win, and they beat us 20-17. Now, let's look ahead to this Sunday. The Niners are playing the Houston Texans, which is going to be a big-time game. Now, Houston, they've just beat down on the LA Chargers. The Chargers team, which has beaten some really good teams this season, but now they're going to come to San Francisco, and they're going to face what looks like it's going to be Trey Lance at quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo, apparently in the second quarter against Tennessee, suffered a right thumb injury to his throwing hand, and is that maybe a reason why some of the passes were off? We don't really know. But he did suffer an injury, and the severity of that injury is yet to be determined. If you ask Kyle Shanahan might say Jimmy Garoppolo could play against the Texans. If you ask doctors and third-party people, they might say, well, Jimmy Garoppolo might not play again this season. So we'll see how that goes. But Trey Lance, at this point, is scheduled to start this Sunday, which is a huge game, not only for the 49ers, but for Trey Lance's development. This is a big-time game. The Niners need to win this game. And here's the thing. Although Houston are not a very good team, again, just like I mentioned, they just beat the LA Chargers. A Chargers team, which has, again, knocked off some great teams, has performed really well at stages. So this Niners defense, the Niners offense, they have to be on point this Sunday against the Texans. The Texans are not a team to be overlooked. They do have a pretty solid coach. Davis Mills, the rookie quarterback, has played better than some other rookie quarterbacks who were taken in the first round. However, the Niners' own first-round quarterback is likely to play, which is Trey Lance. Now, of course, Kyle Shanahan doesn't want to officially announce Trey Lance right now because, look, it's Tuesday. Kyle Shanahan wants to make sure that the Texans have to game plan for either Garoppolo or Trey Lance, or maybe both of them. So Trey Lance, what do the Niners need to do if they want to come away with a victory? Well, Trey Lance cannot have any turnovers. When you looked at the game that Trey Lance played against Arizona earlier in the year, the first drive was actually pretty darn good, but then he way overthrew Travis Benjamin. Easy interception. Plus, there was a lot of very predictable play calls. Whether you want to put that on Kyle Shanahan or maybe Trey Lance's comfortability at the time, that led to a lot of drives that stalled. However, at this point, Trey Lance seems to be a lot more comfortable with the offense. All the reports that are saying is that the last month of practices that Trey Lance has had has been the best since he's been with the 49ers. And we're basically at the point here where Patrick Mahomes started his first game with the Kansas City Chiefs, similar to what would now be Trey Lance's, big start with the 49ers at home. The Niners defense, however, needs to absolutely pressure Davis Mills. D'Amico Ryans needs to throw a lot of different looks at Davis Mills, similar to what the Miami Dolphins just did against Ian Book of the New Orleans Saints. Throw a lot of different looks, keep them thinking, keep them guessing, so they can't just have quick, easy throws. And I feel like the Niners should win this game. I'd be surprised if we don't win this game. But it is a must-win game. If the Niners want to have playoff aspirations, winning this game against Houston is going to be absolutely key. And I think we can and should do it. Hopefully, Elijah Mitchell's back. And you have Jeff Wilson Jr. I'd like to see the run game absolutely dominate. I don't think this game should in any way be put on Trey Lance's shoulders, should he be the quarterback to start. However, even if he is, you have Deebo Samuel, you have Brandon Ayuk, you have George Kittle. When Trey Lance started earlier this year against the Cardinals, he did not have George Kittle. Now he has George Kittle, Deebo, and Ayuk. So even if the 49ers do have to make some passes, I'd like to think it'll be easy, simple reads, play actions, get them out in space, get guys open, and hit some short, easy passes. And the Niners can sustain drives, put up points. I think the defense does match up well against the Texans. The Texans in their offense, they really have one major weapon, which is Brandon Cooks, who's played very well. However, I think the Niners defense should be able to crack down on him and really hold up that the Houston Texans offense. And I really do like the Niners' chances here. While I don't think this is going to be a blowout like the Falcons game by any means, I do think the Niners come away with a win. My final prediction for the game is 49ers 27, Houston 17. The Niners win by 10 points. Relatively comfortably. Trey Lance maybe has an interception, maybe has a little bit of uncomfortability, but overall I think the team, the offense, the defense plays solid. I'd like to think that the special teams really does step up because it has not been good this year, but we've had a few extra days to prepare for this game, having played on Thursday night against the Titans. So I like the 49ers in this game. I'm going to say 27-17 49ers, and Niners are looking good for a playoff spot, and we'll see what happens with regards to Jimmy G or Trey Lance, or who's going to play against that final game against the LA Rams and then ultimately into the playoffs, because I do feel like we are the team that no one will want to play in that first round of the playoffs. At the end of the day, guys, I want to thank you for watching the videos, being at the live streams. You know that I appreciate all the views and all the support. I will be streaming the game against Houston on this Sunday. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And really, guys, at this point, all I can say is that thank you for stopping by, and I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side.